Hello, good morning to everyone. Hello, dear student. Today we will learn about our third poem, that is Keeping Quiet. This is very interesting poem and also has importance for every person. So, as a course, we have what the poem this poem, the Keeping Quiet. Okay, that is the third poem written by the poet Pablo Neruda. This is the pen name of the poet. Pen names the means the poet write different name, use different name whenever he write anything. Okay, was born in 1904 and went to heaven in 93. This is the pen name of means the real name of the poet is Neftali Ricardo Riaz Basalto. Okay, so let us read it. Pablo Neruda is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Riaz Basalto, who was born in the town of Parral in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily and image, which makes beautiful. It means interesting. They are very the real, just like the he describe everything is just like the real image. So the beauty of the poem is very high. He won the Nobel Prize for the Literature in the years 1971. In this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of the quiet introspection and feeling of mutual. You can say this is in this system, the last line. Okay, so the aim of the poems, why he write the poem. Okay, so as you know, Nobel Prize is the highest prize. Okay, in the world, and our poet Pablo Neruda also got the prize in 1971. Okay, first things this the basically links person have understand happen because of misunderstanding, because of a person never do introspection. He just find out the mistakes and problems in other person and never try to search all of them in himself. This is the reason he just create misunderstanding, or because of this thing mutual understanding between two persons, okay, being lost. So we learn this poem, and as the poet expectation, we understand the feelings of other also, so that we can develop our understanding mutual and every person. So let us start the poem. Before you read, okay, in this question, the questions ask related the theme. What does the title of the poem suggest to us, to you? Okay, what do you think the poem is about? As we know, this is all the questions you can guess, or you can ideas about the question in the introduction. Of the poem to get the mutual understanding, okay, and also to promote the self introspection. Okay, this is the main thing. You can find out this question, you also guess what the ideas of the poet or the poem here. Now here is the poem. Okay, text of the poem is here. We read line by line as a poet introduced. Now we count to 12, and we will all, as you know, the poet involve us. The poet is not counting himself. He also want to involve our presence. So he just used the word we. And now we will count to 12. The words 12 may be the 12 hours, okay, in the watch, 1 to 12, and maybe 12 month of the year. This is the symbolic use of 12, and we'll keep the poet request to, just like we can say I count 3, I count 5, same the things poet asked to count 12, number 1 to 12, and expect we all keeping ourselves being silent, being experience the peaceness. Okay, for one face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Okay, In the first line, in the stanza, the first line, the poetry say, for once on the face of the earth. You can say face, maybe the people, maybe the surface, or it means in all over the world. Okay, it's not to speak any language. Every person using any expression, their feelings. Okay, no use of any words in any language means total silence. Okay, and never show his feelings, never show his expression, never show his ideas. Just being quiet and start watching himself. Let's stop for 1 second. And during this time, okay, when poet are counting 1 to 12, being this time, okay, you just stop for one and more so much. Poet also say, okay, don't move your arms, your hands, and your other part of body. Okay, it becomes totally inactive. And words here, pun. You can say the words pun. Okay, arms, the words have two meaning. If a words have two meaning, that is a literary device, that is called pun. Okay, arms means the weapons, or arms means the part of the body. Okay, so this is the literary device used by the poem here. So in the poet say, the stop preparation of the wars, that may be the green wars, the wars with gases, wars with fire, because your victory will be no means, will have no means, because there will be no survivor, no person will be lie, the old person will die in this type of wars. So he requests to just you would put on the clean cloth, would on clean, forget your revenge, you forget your malice, you just wear the clean cloth, just like the white cloth in this picture also the poet. So clean cloth means it, this is the very symbolic use here. Not wear the cloth outsider, but you also clean your heart, you also clean your mind. Okay, so you clean, you wear the clean cloth and walk about with their brothers. Their brothers mean the person to whom you are fighting. Brothers here means enemy, to whom you fight. You just walk with them. Forget every revenge, forget your anger, forget your annoyance. Just walk in the sad. In the sad means in the peace. Refer to the sad on tree. In the peace. This is the symbolic use. You can say in the peace. You just walk in the peace. Enjoy the peace with your enemy, doing nothing, or you stop everything working, do nothing. Okay. In the next line, what I want should be confused. Poet say, I am talking anything that means of the life that. Okay, so don't confuse. My meaning to inactiveness is different. My meaning to doing nothing means different. What you are thinking, maybe that is different, or that things make you confused. The poet requests, what I want should not be confused without total inactivity. Poet say, I am talking about total inactivity, that according to me that is different type of activities, because life is what the life have. Okay. Because life is continuous flow of energy, life is continuous flow of peace, life of continuous flow of enjoyment. So inactivity, my inactive is different type of inactivity. Poet say, I want not to track with death, not to track with death, not to track death. This is the hard word used, okay, in soft way. I want I want not that. No track means no, have no deal. I do not associate my thoughts with the death, because to stop working means death, to working with means life. But poets say, I am no advocate of we were not so single-minded. Single-minded, you can say a person have single thoughts, a single aim, direct straight themes. He's just busy to complete that thought. That is single-minded. He's just thinking about his own self, own selfishness, and never thinks about the other person. That is the single-minded. Have no broad-minded. Every person busy to complete his own aims or forget others, his own duty, the life responsibility for them. Okay, you are not minded, our lives moving, and for once could do nothing. Okay, and for once could do nothing. Once time, if you stop working, doing nothing, perhaps a huge silence. That times a huge silence created. But that huge silence might interrupt this sadness, but that will be disturbed. That will be disturbed by the sadness. The sadness of understanding our threat self death. Okay, if we stop, if we have broad mind and left the single minded that time and stop working everything, we can feel the huge silence, the peaceful nature, we experience the great happiness. But the huge silence continuously may interrupt because of the sadness. The sadness comes from our, because we can't understand ourselves. We say other person understand you, but in reality we don't understand ourselves. And the sadness also come from the sadness also from the threatening always of being dead. We think after all we will die. So okay, so two things according to poet. One thing, we can't understand ourselves. This is the reason we also always in tension, always in worry, and lost the peace of mind and heart. And second thing, we always afraid of death. This is the reason we can never enjoy, we never experience the peace. Accordingly, in the next stanza, perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proved to be alive. Perhaps the as you know, poet used the literary device, that is personification. Earth is used as a human being, real human being. So the poet says, earth can teach us, as everything dead. And no, we see many times, observe many things just like the dead, but after some time the letters proves to be alive, the things beings alive. Okay, just like the desert, when the rain comes and every plant, they are hidden in the soil as a seed, they comes out and grow and being the plant. So earth can teach us. It means if you are silent, it means they are not dead. It's in, they are waiting for the nice times. Okay, the exact times, they are not dead, they are in peace. Same the way earth, many part of the earth can teach us the things they are looks like the dead. That not means the things they are not dead, they are inactive, they are in peace. Sometimes after they will be live. In the last couple, now I'll count up to 12. You can see the in the first line poet involve the readers also. He used the we will count, but in the last line he used I will count. Okay, now poet say I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Poet say now it's not the count and you try to quiet, try to enjoy the peace, quiet to enjoy the life, and I will go from here. You will, I think, after introspection, after observing yourself, you have the real understanding and have the mutual understanding. You can understand the other person or being the real human being, and you also learn what is the purpose of the God to send you on the earth. Okay, understand it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, and you will complete the question answer given in the book on the page. Okay, thank you.